Class environment is an important part of learning in the Blue Valley School District. And second-year Blue Valley teacher Brian Mowry has a unique teaching style of his own.
I remember when I was in school, the stuff that I enjoyed most and the stuff that I learned the most from. It wasn't review packets. It wasn't book work. It was things that I actively engaged in.
Mowry's unorthodox ways of teaching seems to give him a special relationship with the students.
He really cares about students learning and not just giving them information. He wants the students to understand it and be able to use it.
His teaching style has not only grabbed the attention of the Blue Valley students, but has also caught the eye of his superiors.
In this profession, you gotta love working with kids, and he does, and that's obvious. And if you've had him as a teacher, you know that. He's exciting. He gets excited about his content area. He's a risk taker.
That's awesome. I don't care what you guys, you're just sitting here looking at it. This is awesome.
Part of Mowry's unique teaching style comes from living in Israel for 2 years.
Nitty-gritty of what the heck is going on in the Middle East. Okay? My time in Israel affected my teaching in 2 ways. First of all, for every class, I saw that a lot of the problems that occur between Israelis, Palestinians, Arabs, and Israelis, all that stuff usually comes from extreme views which are being influenced by education. And so it kind of encouraged me to use education or use schools as a tool for dialogue and open thoughts to try and get away from extremism. I'm very fortunate from having the exposure to personal stories.
He not only spent 2 years in the Middle East, but he also taught in China for a year.
By the time I was done with college, I decided I just needed to get out and see some of the world. I thought, how can I be a social studies teacher and teach about the world and stuff like that without having experienced any of it? So I went on the internet about 3 months before I was going to graduate from college and typed in teach in China. The first site that came up offered a chance to go teach in China. I clicked on it, interviewed. About a week later, I had a job and I was going over there after I graduated. So,
with Mowry's knowledge of living and teaching in other cultures, it has truly brought a special environment in the classroom.
I would say the most important thing that I want my kids to gain after they finish a class is, even if it's small, just a tiny desire to learn more about that subject.
With photographer Kyle Disney, I'm Spencer Goldenberg, BBTV.
I got a telegram.